Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning, Bill.
It's been a busy 6 months since we last met. During this presentation, I'll talk about how our membership is changing, what's been happening with the P4P, the ITAC, and PDG. As always, let's begin with looking at some of ALPA's membership numbers. As of October 1st, our union represents 58,311 pilots at 33 airlines. Of these, 49,478 members are active. We have 5,792 apprentice or reactivated members. This figure has been increasing for the last 8 quarters. In addition, our ranks grew by more than 1,400 last May when the WestJet pilots voted in ALPA representation. The WestJet pilots have certainly hit the ground running. They're already in contract negotiations. Before they have a chance to close the deal, I want to officially welcome MEC Chair, Captain Rob McFadden, to his first executive board meeting. I also want to welcome Air Georgian's MEC Chair, Captain Jim MacArthur, since it's Air Georgian's first meeting as well. Our association is changing. Many regional pilots are transitioning to larger carriers. Airlines are hiring new pilots, and our senior members are retiring. Our pilot leadership is also evolving. There are 33 local councils with 100 officer positions open in this current election cycle. Growth and change are good for our organization, but it's easy to lose some of the institutional knowledge in that process. Therefore, it's important that we mentor and train our newly elected leaders. They need to realize that ALPA is their union, and they need to be engaged. Now, I want to talk about this year's destructive hurricane season and the impact it's having on our members. Hurricane Harvey swamped southeastern Texas. Irma devastated parts of Florida. Maria leveled Puerto Rico. And Nate was the 4th hurricane to make landfall. In addition, I know of at least one ALPA member that's been affected by the wildfires in California. Fortunately, ALPA pilots can turn to P4P. This pilot resource was created to cover immediate expenses that follow these kind of catastrophic events. But like Texas, Florida, Puerto Rico, and California, Pilots for Pilots has also taken a beating. Since Hurricane Harvey, the directors have approved $319,893.70 in grant money to help ALPA pilots and their families affected by these disasters. ALPA members have stepped forward, donating $220,211.10 since Harvey. $75,000 of that was a resolution passed by the Executive Council just a short time ago to help us get through all these issues. However, the P4P balance is now at $30,400.51. We need all ALPA members to contribute. Please encourage your pilots to make donations. Now, shifting gears, the ITAC met last month to talk about improvements ALPA is making. Project Amber is our union's effort to modernize our business systems and improve the efficiency of our in-house operations. Among those improvements are a new online membership application, an expanded membership database, and a call center enhancements. During the next phase, we plan to update committee section and create a new events registration system. Next year, you can anticipate more options for member preferences, improvements to the grievance document tracking system, and a new online learning management system. Also, a new version of the ALPA mobile app will be out later this fall. In addition, I want to mention that ALPA has decided to move our server room to a new location. It will no longer be housed in the Herndon building. This new site will provide us with better security and room to expand. This move will save both MECs and the national organization money. The professional development group has been working in overdrive recently. I'm sure you've all read about ALPA's presence at Oshkosh this summer. Chairman Captain David Farmer and the Leadership Committee held 2 leadership training conferences since we last met. With 100 LEC officer positions open in this current election cycle, the committee will meet again in November. They will develop the training agenda for the next conference, which will be February 6th through the 9th. Pilot volunteers supported events like the NIFA SafeCon at Ohio State, OBAP's 41st Annual Convention, and the Girls' Day in Aviation. In the past, I've talked about ALPA's partnership with Thomas Edison University. The school provides ALPA members with a flexible, affordable way to earn a bachelor's degree. It was recently reported to me that there are 54 ALPA pilots enrolled in this program. The membership committee held its membership seminar September 19th and 20th. I want to take this opportunity to welcome Candy Bernskatter, our new membership committee chair. Candy, where are you hiding back there? Please stand up. I told you it was coming, didn't I? I told you. All of our committees have been busy, but I want to spotlight some of the recent work of the Education Committee. The new Clear to Dream website is interactive and has all kinds of added features. It's a one-stop shop for information for aspiring pilots. Chairman Mark Haley and other Education Committee volunteers were in Denver on July 8th through the 11th. They met with more than 400 school counselors at the American School Counselors Association. This was a great opportunity to talk with people who advise students about career choices, the education they'll need, and the resources available. The counselors were very appreciative. Many said they knew very little about the pathways of becoming an airline pilot. On the collegiate front, Education Committee members visited students at 5 new colleges and universities: Kent State University, LeTourneau University, Louisiana Tech University, Polk State College, and Westminster College. They also visited Arizona State University last month, where they met with more than 70 students. In fact, during the 2016-2017 academic year, ALPA pilots made contact with more than 12,000 grade school students and more than 1,300 college students. This kind of activity helps bridge the gap between the classroom and the flight deck for our aspiring pilots. The committee offers ACE clubs and other outreach programs. These are available to nearly 24 colleges and universities across North America. Finally, I want to tell you a story about a retired ALPA staff member. Jim Berger, who is now 83, served as an ALPA Labor Relations Counsel for the pilots of Pan Am, TWA, and Alaska. Jim recently told us he updated his will. When he passes, $200,000 from his estate will be donated to ALPA's College Scholarship Fund. After 20 years, Jim is still thinking about ALPA. Earlier, I mentioned that the ALPA pilots have donated $220,211.10 to P4P. Let me stress this point. Our organization is successful because both members and staff give of themselves. Our members understand that practicing good unionism means acting in the best interest of all ALPA members. As we welcome apprentice members and newly elected officers, it's important that we remember this message and pass it along. Again, our union is only as strong as we make it. I want to thank each of you for the work that you do. I want to thank you for thinking of the greater good and not just of yourselves. I want to thank the Jim Bergers of the world. During his career, Jim served ALPA pilots and their families for 30 years. His recent efforts will continue to help our members long after he's flown west. Now that's what I call thinking ahead. So thanks for listening. If you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Good job.